part of the dynamic warm-up, we will be doing what is called hip mapping. Now, what hip mapping is your femur, which is your thigh or upper leg bone, has a path through the hip in which it goes. And this is good for whether you're an athlete or a non-athlete, so anyone that has a body should do this to prepare themselves for any movement they might be doing throughout the day, even if it's just walking. So what you're gonna do is face direction and just go like this, back and forth to really open your hip up. Now, what you wanna be careful with, this is what's not to do, is some people might think it's just crossing one foot over the other, which is not, that's not really doing anything for you. You have to really make sure your left foot is being stationary and you are rotating your entire upper body, because that will really activate and open up this path in which your femur travels. Now we will be moving on to a dynamic warm-up. Now, the most important part of the dynamic warm-up is not only are you further stretching your muscles that you're about to work out or exercise with or compete with in a sporting event, you're actually raising the core temperature of your body so that your muscles know you're about to be using them in a physical way, such as working out or competing in a sport. A good analogy for this would be steak versus beef jerky. Beef jerky would be like your cold muscles, it's very hard, and if you were to pull it, it would break. Similar to what would happen to your muscles if you tried to bench a lot of weight or played a football game without stretching, you'd probably pull a muscle or snap something, where warm muscles is like a big piece of steak. It's very thick and sturdy, and if you were to pull it, it wouldn't break easily. And that's what your muscles are like when they're warmed up. So doing a dynamic warm-up is a great way to raise the core temperature of body and muscles. So the first thing I like to do in the dynamic warm-up that you should be doing is just forward lunging and reaching like this. This will stretch out your upper body and your legs too with lunging. And you can just find a pathway to do this down and just alternate legs. The next exercise that's crucial to a good dynamic warm-up is what's called interior-exterior rotation, which will stretch out your glutes and open up your hips. And what you do with that is you pull up your foot like this, and then on the way back, stretch behind yourself. Another leg. If you struggle with balance during this, you can look at an object at a certain location, stare at it, that'll help you keep your balance. After we raise the core temperature of our body, I like to do some activities that are getting our body moving. What I like to do is, probably are very familiar to this, of high knees. Just lift up your knees almost like you're sprinting, but just raising your knees. You don't have to go super fast, you just have to focus on getting your knees up and down. And then butt kickers, they go hand in hand, same thing, just doesn't have to be super fast, just make sure you're getting the full range of motion and kicking your butt. Another exercise that opens up your knees and hips to prepare them for athletic activity are side lunges. Same concept as the forward lunge, except you're just going side to side, lunge to one side, lunge to the other side, and then flip. This really opens up your knees and hips, loosening them up, raising that core temperature, getting them ready to perform at their best ability.